Ladies, do you ever just find yourself with a whole lot of no motivation, a big lack of motivation? I do. There are days where I don't want to get off the couch because I'm just tired. I hadn't slept well the night before. I don't want to do laundry because I have to carry it down to the laundry room, back up here, back down there to put it in the dryer, back up here, then back down there to get it out. It may or may not be dry. So sometimes it takes me like 5 or 6 trips just to get a load or two of laundry done. Not fun. Some days I'm just tired because, like I said, I didn't sleep the night before. Motivation is really hard sometimes when you're a midlife woman and your body is tired and your body hurts and you're going through some hormonal changes, and motivation sometimes is not plentiful. That's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to give you some tips, some strategies for how to stay motivated. Let's get started. Are you in a new season of your life? Are you stuck and searching for clarity so you can make a career change? Do you just need the courage to switch careers? Are you ready to follow God's plan for your career? Welcome to Choose Your Next Yes. Hi, Kindred. I'm Mel, a career transition coach, mom of grown-ups, coffee lover, and God girl. I've had a lot of big life changes, and I haven't always been clear about God's plan for me. This led to stress and anxiety and a lack of clarity and courage to make a career move. I finally started listening to God's voice to find clarity and peace and stopped being scared to make a move and achieve my career transition goals. Now, my mission is to help you learn to listen to God's voice and know when to say yes to the career you've always wanted and no to everything else. Let me show you how to clarify your purpose and find courage to pursue your personal and professional goals in your midlife and beyond. Throw down your self-doubt, dust off your dreams, Kindred. It's time to reset and refine and reclaim the woman you once aspired to be. Staying motivated during those challenging times really can look different for us women in midlife, particularly as we navigate those personal and professional transitions. Personal transitions as in going through menopause, your kids leaving home, you want to do something different with your hair, with your nails, with everything. And then professionally, you may want to transition out of one career into another or transition into a different position within the same field. It can be challenging, but this phase of life also offers a lot of new opportunities for growth and reflection. For example, when you're facing a setback like a job change or a shift in your family dynamics, you might actively seek solutions instead of feeling overwhelmed. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord and lean not on your own understanding." You can lean on faith to guide you through these challenges. Now, that wasn't the full verse. Please go look it up so you have everything, but that was the gist of it. I have several actionable steps to help keep you motivated or help cultivate that motivation within you. Number 1, set some SMART goals. Define those specific measurable goals that resonate with your values. For instance, rather than simply wanting to grow spiritually, set a goal like, I will read 1 chapter of the Bible each day, and then break this into weekly readings to keep you on track. Now, I use the YouVersion Bible app, which helps keep me motivated because it also resets back if you miss a day, and I don't like to miss a day because it's keeping track of how many days in a row that I was in the Bible app and within the Word. I don't want to go back to one. So I have a very set routine. I get up, I have my coffee, I do my devotional. And this has been my routine for years of doing this. Well, really ever since I started drinking coffee. Number 2, engage in continuous learning. I am a lifelong learner, a little bit to my detriment sometimes because sometimes I get in consumption mode and I take in too much instead of applying what I've learned. But commit to personal growth by attending maybe a workshop or a class that interests you. Find something online. There's tons of stuff online, guys. I started a free course on the school community to help grow my business. And it gives me daily tasks that I can do. I learn, I reflect. It really makes you dig deep into your why, all of that stuff. Such a great place to communicate with others and collaborate with others and get support from others as well. Maybe look for a local Bible study. Many churches have those. My church does. I'm sure your church does. Maybe a book club. Or find a podcast that you love that helps you grow in some way, like this one. But there are podcasts out there for everything. If you want to learn something techie, you can find a podcast about it. If you want to learn something about cooking, so you can start a new hobby, then you can find a podcast about it. There are podcasts for literally everything out there. So look one up. I also know within my area, I get a magazine like every season, I think, I don't know, here in the Baldwin area, and they send out different classes that you can take through different communities, and they're usually fairly cheap. When I get time and ahead of all of the things I'm doing to grow my business, I am going to take a photography class. I took one many, many years ago in college, but I can't remember half of what I learned. So I have a new digital camera and I am going to learn how to master that thing. My church recently offered a self-defense course for women and I wasn't able to take it because the weekend it fell, I was doing something else. But if there is another one, I am there. And number 3 is build a support network. Connect with other women in your community or your church or at your work who understand the unique challenges of a midlife woman. I was talking to someone yesterday at my church and we were talking about how hot it was on stage. And I said something about putting my hair up and we got to talking about how we had hair loss in midlife during our perimenopausal phase of life. And it was a great conversation. We ended up talking about acne and all of the things. It was just great to collaborate with somebody who knows exactly what you're going through and you can get tips from each other. She was asking me, what did you do about your hair? I'm like, cut it short. That was the only thing I could find to help. Thessalonians 5:11 tells us to encourage one another and build each other up. Number 4, reflect and adapt. Set aside some time for personal reflection, perhaps during your quiet time with God of a morning. Journal about your experiences. I got off track with my journaling, guys. I'm not going to lie. And so recently I have picked it back up and started journaling again the last few days. Journaling can help you identify where you can grow and what changes you need to make, but it also gives you an opportunity to be reflective about the gratitude in your life, the things you're thankful for. I've started writing down 3 to 4 or 5. Well, I had been doing that anyway, but even throughout the day now, I am like starting to journal or jot down things that I'm thankful for. Celebrate success. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements. That gratitude journal can help with that. Jot those down and celebrate them. If you do something amazing, celebrate by rewarding yourself with something, no matter how small. If you finish a book that inspired you, or you complete a project, share your joy with your friends or in your church community. On that school community that I was talking about, I invited my first person to my educator school community today. I can't talk. I'm so excited. And I posted that in our group just because it was validation that I am on the right track. And that practice can foster a culture of positivity and support within your household and within yourself as well. Number 6 is prioritize self-care. Ladies, we sometimes forget that because we're the mom and we forget that we have to take care of ourselves first. So make self-care a priority by incorporating activities that nourish your body and your soul. The time of a morning where I journal and have my devotional and spend time with God. That is self-care for me. I've been jogging more. My boyfriend and I went and worked out the other day. It felt so good to get out there. Well, we went to the gym and it wasn't great. We didn't do well, but we did it. And so we're starting to get back on track with that. Taking an entire day where you are not working is also a form of self-care. That is Sunday for me. I do not work on Sunday. I do not schedule things on Sunday. My calendar is clear with the exception of the weekends that I am on duty at church, either on the praise team or as the service director. Taking care of yourself is essential for maintaining your motivation and your energy. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to have energy or motivation. When you embrace these actionable steps, ladies, you cultivate that resilient mindset that empowers you to navigate the challenges of midlife with faith and wisdom, continuing your journey toward that fulfilling and impactful life. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Have a great weekend. Rest, relax, rejuvenate so you can stay motivated. I will see you back here, same time, same place next week. Bye-bye.